Welcome and thank you for joining me. I'm Gerald Oginski, a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. Today's topic is about drunk driving and how horrible it is, not just for the injured victim, but for everybody involved. And here's why. I was reading the newspaper today about another tragic case over the Thanksgiving weekend involving a drunk driver who hit and killed someone. Now the tragedy is that not only did he kill somebody, but he's probably going to jail for many years, as he should. The drunk driver's insurance company is in all likelihood going to disclaim. They're going to say, hey, we are not responsible for providing insurance coverage for what you did, and that what you did was an intentional act. You intended to drink and become intoxicated, and because of that, we now have an out. We are no longer providing insurance coverage to you. So what does that mean? It means when the injured victim's family tries to bring a lawsuit against the drunk driver for wrongful death, what happens is you typically will go after the drunk driver's insurance coverage. But if there is no insurance available, then what are you left with? You can always try and go after their own personal assets, but many times these people don't have enough personal assets that will satisfy any judgment that you get or any money that you are trying to recover. And so you're basically spinning your wheels. So it's a lose-lose situation, and it's just an awful situation to be in. When there is no available insurance, it becomes virtually impossible to do it, because we spend hundreds and thousands of hours as well as thousands and thousands of dollars to prosecute a case. Because remember, all of these cases are taken on contingency, which means that you don't pay us a dime to go ahead and start a lawsuit. Only at the end of the case, if we are successful in obtaining compensation for you and your family, do we recover a percentage of the attorney's fee, and our expenses get reimbursed to us after the case. But that's why it's so difficult and so horrible when I have to turn around to an injured victim's family and say, I'm sorry, you clearly have a viable case, but trying to actually recover money and compensation because there's no available insurance makes it literally impossible to proceed. And that's a tragedy. And that's it for today's video tip about drunk driving. I'm Gerald Oginski here in New York. Thanks for joining me.